Yeah, so I don't like that thunder snow. It's underwhelming. I like this storm catcher. That's really good.
Fisherfolk and sailors come to this thriving temple to offer their prayers to the god of the sea.
Did that count for me looting that? Number of times looted 1. Bro, I didn't loot that. It was already empty. I hope the game doesn't count that. That would be really, really cheeseball. Okay, I'm gonna kill all this stuff. Really? God, that was a tough rat. Do I dare even open this one? Oh, did the same thing. That's so stupid. So I think these guys go backwards. Like, I always go this way,
This ring of
but I think
ancient
they came
standing
from
stones commands
around
a
the other
fine
way.
view of the sea.
So I
Yet, for
think they're
some
probably going to
reason,
reset
it
this
gives you an
soon.
uncomfortable feeling.
Oh, they missed the alligator. I'm running the route that I usually run. Which I didn't learn from anybody. I just kind of ran around out here until I found a route that made sense to hit all the 17 spots.
For a moment, you're taken
Okay,
aback
so there's
by the
nothing
sprawling
there.
pit and the foul smell. What vile thing have you discovered? Then you realize it's the town dump.
From the trash pit, I go to these trees. And there should be a big bug at a rock, so they already found that. Wonder if I was in. I was not in yet. Then up over here is this little building. Doesn't look like there's anything there. And the shambling mound is right in front of me, but wonder if I was in time to get that. Nope. And the cat can be right in front of us here, but he's not here. And then the manticore can be on the hill. It looks like he was. I wonder if I was in. Nope. So I missed a lot. The rare bullywug straight ahead if he's up. Doesn't look like he's up though. And then the troll can be in that little building. It doesn't look like it was. And I'm not tabbing a chest is why I say that. And then there would be the water weird would be right in front of me, but it's not here. And then the sea lion would be directly in front of us. It is here. They already killed it. I wonder if I was in for it. Nope. I missed an awful lot. So I'm assuming they probably started with the dryad. We'll head to the dryad. She's the last one anyway. And we'll try to pick up if I don't have it already. I think I do. This is
There was a
zone right here.
And judging from the corpses, it was a battle that the lizard folk clearly lost. This ship seems to have sunk very recently. The main cabin appears to be completely...
Okay, they got the dryad. I'm assuming they did the dryad like first. Oh, no. I was able to loot it. Well, that's cool. And that's it for the rares, though. So now they're just running around killing stuff, I guess. We should probably reset it, though, right?
Hastily erected fortifications surround a low entrance into the hillside. This is
yeah, I don't have this lighthouse. You know what? This, like, right here, this image, I don't know if any of you guys ever played the old module Baltron's Beacon, but it looks like the cover for that. Not exact, but close. I think I'm saying that right. I found a bunch of old modules at like a estate sale. I used to have them, but I have like an eBay store, so I sold a bunch of them as well. So I don't think I have that one anymore. But I found a bunch of old Dragon magazines and sold all those too. Probably should have kept them. But I have too many old toys anyway, so... But I still do have a bag of, like, some D&D books. Like, I kept all of the, Dragonlance. Like, I found all the old Dragonlance modules, so I have, like, most all of them. And I have an original Ravenloft. I think it's from, like, 1984. Really cool. So I think it would be good to reset, but what do I know?
No one has used the warehouses of Crapper's Cove for years, officially anyway. Rumor has it that some of the local smugglers used the shacks as a rendezvous point under cover of night.
Too bad we don't have fishing in this game. They have it in Lotro. You can actually just hang out and fish. And you can use it You can take the fish to a taxidermist and they'll like mount them, and then you can go and hang them in your stronghold. You can also fish up stuff like boots and old swords and things like that. It's pretty cool. I did a lot of fishing in Lord of the Rings. I did a lot of fishing in World of Warcraft. As a matter of fact, like, when I played World of Warcraft, probably what I did most was fish. There was some crazy, like, artifact fishing pole that I was trying to get. I never actually got it, though. But one of the reasons, if you guys know anything about WoW, if anybody has played it, you could probably guess the reason why I did a lot of fishing is because that game is also really old. And as a result, like the people, the community, they don't really mix well with new players. So what they'll do is, you know, you like queue up in the group finder, you'll get in a quest, they'll look at your gear, and then they'll kick you from the group. Because as a new player, I had no friggin' clue what I was supposed to be wearing. And they could tell that instantly by looking at my stuff, and then they would just drop me. So, like, it was super hard to find a group with people to run with unless they were, like, super new like me. And usually it wasn't anything that was super difficult because, you know, we were just doing random group finder stuff anyway. But, so, I kind of got really upset at that sort of like meta that they have in that game where it's hyper elite is not the word. It's just a very like closed community. It's like a tribe basically. They're like, if you haven't played WoW for the last 15 years, they don't want to group with you. I don't think it's anything personal. It's just they don't want to waste their time, which I can understand. So I spent a lot of time fishing because I could. Like nobody would tell me not to. So I went to this, like, I forget where, there was a city that had this, like, floating pond, and there were people all fishing, like, all the time there anyway, because they were trying to get the same thing that I was after. I did that for an awful long time, but I eventually stopped playing WoW just because, I was on a death knight, and I had a lot of fun, but the problem is the way that WoW structures, Blizzard structures the quests, once you do your weeklies, you cannot do anything else. Like, you're kind of stuck waiting a week. And that's another reason why I would go fishing, because the class stuff that I was doing, I already did it, and now I'm stuck waiting 5 days. And so there was nothing to do. I didn't want to make another character. And so I just felt like they didn't really respect my time. It's like, what makes them think I just have months and months to devote towards getting a Death Knight leveled up? Like, why is that week even a thing? Like, I have to wait a week. So I just kind of lost interest. And according to, like, other people who were in the WoW community, that's been something that they've done. Like, a good example is you can buy a taxi ride from one city to another. It's not like DDO where we just instantly transfer from like house P to house J instantly. Like you would actually have to like rent a magical taxi and pay and then ride the taxi ride. And there was like a couple of cities that if you wanted to go from one to the other, the ride would be like 40 minutes, legit. Like actual 40 minutes. Like you get on this stupid thing and it flies you. And if anybody's played WoW, you know what I'm talking. You probably know. I don't know which specific ride it is because, you know, I really only played WoW for a short time. But I just couldn't believe like they just don't really respect people's time as human beings, right? Like, it's one thing if you can just play video games 24 hours a day. Yeah, okay, who cares if you have to take an hour taxi ride? You could go get some food or something. But if you work all day and you've got a family and you're just logging on for a couple hours to quest, you don't want to be riding a taxi for 40 minutes. So, you know, I just thought it was dumb. So I just left and I haven't been back. But I really want to try the new thing, the plunder that they have. I forget what the actual name is, Plunder something, where it's basically like Fortnite in the World of Warcraft, where you don't have a class, you just basically log in PvP. I would love to do that, and I would be doing it, and I would be live streaming it if it didn't require you to get a WoW sub. Like, they want everyone who plays that right now has to have a WoW sub, so I'm just not going to do that. But if they make it like it's open for other people to log in and play it, or if they make it like a separate launcher that I could download from the BattleNet and play, I certainly will, because I like arena, like I like battle arenas, I like PvP, you know, so I mean, I would be happy to play that game. It looks like a lot of fun. I did enjoy WoW, and I was a big fan of like the old games, like when I played them when I was a kid. I used to really like Warcraft 1 and 2 and Warcraft 3 I liked. I used to play that other one, StarCraft, back in the day when I was a kid, so like I like all that stuff. I think it would be nice if they opened it, but I don't want to buy a WoW sub because I'm not going to play retail WoW. And I do Dungeons and Dragons hardcore. I'm not going to go do WoW hardcore. I mean, I thought about it. Like, yeah, I thought about it because I like hardcore, but I have to, like, focus my energies. I can't. Even though I like playing lots of different video games and stuff, it's just, you know, like, that'd be a lot of time commitment because leveling up in WoW is slow, so. I mean, unless I joined some big group and then they power leveled me, but... Are we resetting? I saw somebody say the word. Well, it looks like that hit him. Yeah, so my assessment is I don't really like Thunder Snow, but I really like Stormcatcher. Very good. Because not only does it do that lightning, but it also puts like a dot. Which is really nice. And it has unlimited range. So I've already said this before. I don't know if any of you guys have played Diablo 4. But I was super excited about it as somebody who liked Diablo 3 and Diablo 2. Diablo 2, I think, is still one of the best games that I've played. Again, I played that when I was a kid, but I really liked it. So I was hopeful that Diablo 4 would be great, considering it's been so long. And it was disappointing. So I stopped playing it. But they're supposedly doing like a major update to how the game plays and how the gear is given out. So I'm going to try it in May when they do Season 4. And I will be live streaming that as well. So I don't know if I'll live stream it a lot. I might just pick like a Diablo day and, you know, maybe like Sunday or Wednesday or something like that. I'm always going to stream DDO at least twice a week. But I think I'm going to do Diablo Season 4, at least personally. Like, my plan is to stream it, but even if I don't stream it, I'm probably still going to play it. I just want to see how it is, because I really want to like that game. Like, I've been playing Last Epoch. I streamed that a little. Not really streaming that now, because I kind of don't know what to do. The leveling in that game slows down a lot. So, you know, I didn't want, like, to try to make stream content out of it when I really don't know what the hell I'm doing. But I am enjoying it. I've been playing a Necromancer, and it's been a lot of fun. So it makes me want to play more Diablo 4, really. So I kind of hope they fix it so I can actually go back and play my Necromancer, because I did... The problem wasn't that I didn't enjoy Diablo 4's gameplay. I did. The problem was that on my Necromancer, I couldn't kill bosses. Like, it would take me hours. this just the DPS just wasn't there. The minions would get obliterated, and then because I was a minion build, I was just running around trying to stay alive. And then I would summon a minion, it would get killed by the boss again, and then I would have nothing to do. So it was like, you know, an hour into the fight, and I'm like, well, I can't do this. This is stupid. So I'm hoping that they fix it and make minions better. And when I was reading the notes, they just did like a campsite, like a fireside chat, whatever they call it. They went over the fact that they were buffing minions and redoing the gear and everything. So it sounds really promising. So I'm hoping that I can go back and play my Necromancer. Because that, it's no secret if you guys watch my content at all, that I kind of play a minion build all the time anyway. You know, like, I'm always doing, like, something very similar to this in Epics. This is pretty much the breakdown for all my characters. I'm always in Unyielding for the heal. I'm always in Primal. And this basically is a minion build. We get our minion right here. I don't have it yet, but once I have it, I'll be tossing it out. I don't have a lot of hirelings at the moment, but I could use them. But this little heart ally is like my go-to minion. So, like, I really like it. I like that as an idea. So, even though we don't really have, like, Necromancer, like what is in Diablo in this game, you can do something that's sort of similar with your skeleton. And, you know, they basically allow you now with Primal Avatar and Magus of the Eclipse to get your minions a lot stronger. But right now, one of the issues is that skeleton doesn't, like, self-heal, so you have to get really close to it to keep it alive, so... Hey, I got a Salt Pearl. Last Epoch, I have this, like, gigantic golem thing that is like a super tank. Oh, I'm out of spell components. Oh, God. Not gonna get very far without those. Let's see how much my Ruin does to this ooze. You know, it's not bad, but for all the spell points that costs, I would have assumed it'd be a little bit higher. Gonna have to turn him into a frog. He's saved. God, that is painful. There we go. See if I can turn that ooze into a frog. He saved. These things have high DCs. Okay, so they killed the fire beetle. Alright, let's go over there. I mean, my save is only 51, which is not that good for level 28. And I don't know if any of you guys are playing Dragon's Dogma 2. I hope if you are, you're enjoying it. It got a lot of initial bad reviews on Steam, but I think that had to do with performance. The first day it launched, it was like crashing out constantly, and video cards that are on PCs that are set to run at like 60 or 120 frames a second. Like, I think it's because it's a console game only meant to run at 30 frames a second. It was bogging everybody's computers down. But the people who are playing it seem to be enjoying it, so that's good. I wasn't a huge fan of the first one, so I decided not to play the second one. I like it. Like, if there was nothing else to play, I would play that, but there's just a lot of other games, so I'm just not going to bother. But I think it looks cool, and the combat looks really interesting. Okay, we're gonna have to use this. There we go. Oh, the cat's up. Lightning strike. There's a lot of mobs on me. Gonna have to hit them all at negative. I color sprayed. Why? I can do damage with color spray because I have a very specific circumstance going on. Doesn't always proc though, but because of this mantle that I'm in, any light, alignment, or fire spell will can proc my mantle. Well, this is considered a light spell, so it can proc your color spray. Can proc your heart mantle. If you're using it. Not sure if that's true of any other mantles, by the way. It would make sense for Exalted Angel to proc it. See, he just took almost 3,000 light damage from it. I have no spell reagents. Alright, we're gonna give him a, right here. There we go. Run them all into it.
Massive tracks in the mud lead to a dark and stinking den.
Oh, he's undead, so anytime I throw my negative, I'll heal him up.
You come across a crude statue of a giant frog. It seems to be made of packed dirt.
Just gonna drop one of my blade storms right here. Just run them all through it. Yeah, apparently they can move out of the way of that too. Alright, let's hit them with some of that and some of that. No? How did he save versus? I don't get it. Orchard. Quid Pro. Wrath of the Earth. So they're doing Ravenloft R8, but they're already at the end. Okay, Sea Lion's up. A whole lot of nothing. Oh, I don't have... Really need to get spell reagents.
The deck is littered with dead sailors. They didn't die in the wreck. Their wounds suggest that they were slain with spears.
All right, so gonna put that there. Yeah, I don't want to stay out here that much longer. That dude is looking for the shield in Quid Pro. I don't need that shield. So I could easily pass it to him. The DDO experience is raiding us with a party of 13. Okay, he's in the Feywild. Float on by. How you doing? Hey, thanks. Welcome, Raiders. DDO experience. It's pretty cool. Not sure if I follow you. Gonna have to see if I do. No, I don't. There, now I do. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna tell this dude if he needs me. I can pull that. Rain Man, how you doing? Welcome, Raiders. Hope you guys had a good night. Hope everyone's enjoying whatever it is that you're up to. I appreciate the raid. We are questing on an alchemist on Sarlona. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Tough. Somebody's looking for a shield, so I'm offering to help. Quid pro quo. I think I have all this stuff. I'm just gonna pick all this stuff up again. Here it is right here. Although I haven't heard from the dude, so maybe he doesn't want help. I don't know. Okay, he did. Yeah, so. Okay, he's looking for a shield. I don't need the shield, so I'll pass it to him. Just something to do, right? Like, I'll get the experience. If I get the shield, I'll help him out. It's always nice to help people out, right? Mounted up, I'm riding invisible. I do that everywhere. Even when I don't need to do it, I still do it. I do it all the time on Hardcore League, but they'll hear you, right? That's what that sort of reddish aura, that looks like a sound. That I'm making noise that they hear, and they will go to investigate the noise. But unless you see a red eyeball over them, they don't actually see you. And I think by jumping in the air, like, it prevents the noise from your feet. Oh, Winter Cloak combating corruption. Really? Combating corruption, bro. It's like the other side of the world over here. Glad I read that. I almost rode all the way out to Quid Pro. But we'll take this too. Not gonna really be able to help,
A
but
vast tree reaches upward to the sky. Yet some form of corruption has gripped its roots, slowly
okay, he's not here
twisting
yet,
and
so I'll wait for
transforming
him.
this ancient sentinel of the forest.
Just letting him know I don't need any gear. I'll pass him whatever. So we get to go on our date with Fred tomorrow, right? Update 67. The new pack, Slice of Life. We get it for free for the month of April. And then it'll go on the store for sale. VIPs get it for free. It's 3 quests. Fred's first date, too many cooks in this old haunt. I don't know much about these quests except for the one that Fred goes on a date, which from the picture looks exactly like Baldur's Gate 3. So, did this dude? No, he's not here yet. Okay. Really enjoy taking 3 to 4 levels of Wizard for Undead. Yeah, it's cool. We do so much damage, like that negative energy. The build that I'm doing is sort of like a modified. I do Genius Never Dies because it's a fantastic capstone, but I skip this top tier right now for leveling in epics. I've got Permanent Displacement and the Ring of Shadow Blades, and I just skip out on that because this capstone is way better than that capstone. In my opinion, for me doing what I'm doing. Obviously, like Shadow Dancer's capstone is great. I mean, not Shadow Dancer, whatever this is, Fade Arc Illusionist. Because it gives you like that area-wide 95% concealment. But for me, leveling in epics, I wanted to be in that. Likely I'm gonna lesser TR and like fix this character, but that's what I'm doing right now. Not sure what I'm actually gonna do. I took Ruin, so probably take Greater Ruin, which means I'll probably wind up in Draconic.
Time to find the source of the corruption you've been asked to stop. An ugly red magic barrier blocks the way down to the tree's heart.
Yeah, right. Like, a lot of people do that. I don't really dig, like, a lot of people do that for Alchemist. But I like the,
Strange red light fills these root tunnels, draining away the light in them.
the built-in, you know, survivability from Fade Arc for leveling up anyway.
The barrier collapses.
And my damage is terrible right now.
Lifting the sense of dread from this area.
I don't know if this dude knows I'm level 28. I'm level 28, bro, and I didn't get spell components. So I can't even do my spells. I'm just here to pull a chest, though. Like, there. And lightning bolt reapers. I can color spray the reapers. I can off heal too.
Blights pull themselves free from the roof walls and attack.
Oh, gonna die though. Exactly. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I really miss Carrion Swarm. This is a lot easier with Carrion Swarm. you know, this single target epic strike thing kind of sucks, which is why I'm kind of leaning towards doing Ruin and
The
Draconic.
tunnel ahead looks nearly dead. It's begun to rot away.
But for now, for leveling up, you know, I mean, I may do, like, I may go into Bombardier for later on. Just for right now, for leveling. I wanted to be running around super fast. Hairy trumpet mushroom.
A shudder of relief passes through the tree's roots as the last orb in the northwest tunnel shatters.
Is he fighting those? Yes. I do like the range, though. Like I was talking about that earlier. This doesn't have a range on it, so if you can target it, you can hit it. I have no spell components. Color spray? No, the color spray didn't work. Oh, this Fear Reaper. I threw out a heal.
Sense of dread and loss mounts as you explore this portion of the tunnels.
Should probably have got spell components. Can I turn him into a frog? No. I'm gonna detour for us. Wants to break this one.
With the final orb in the northern
Take the detour.
tunnels destroyed,
There you go.
crackling sounds can be heard from the barrier. With the orbs gone, the second barrier collapses in on itself with an audible crackle.
No problem, dude. God, that thing just exploded. Oh god, I love the fire beetles. They look so like not dangerous, and then they just explode.
Waves draining life from the tree.
Yeah, the damage on that, I don't like it. Nowhere near as good as Shardstorm. Okay.
The Fomorian bellows. Stop them, voice pack! The Guldias tree ritual must not be interrupted.
We'll let this dude whirlwind them all. Really should have got spell components. It's so stupid. That's the other thing Draconic will fix, right? Then I won't need to worry about spell components anymore. Okay, here we go.
Single
Oop.
magic word, the
How did I miss that?
Fomorian snaps the barrier back into place.
I'm just gonna heal this dude, basically.
Notice a crack in the base of the barrier you can squeeze.
Here, there's my ruin.
Here go the Blight Master snarls. Turn back, vermin. You're not powerful enough to
Throw a
stop
heal
me
on the
from
barbarian.
turning This into a Guldias tree. Here go the Blight Master crumples to the ground.
Not a lot of XP for R1 at Legendary.
Close.
I mean,
So
I'll take it, but
The Fomorian is dead.
Alright, I think he needs the cloak, right?
All that's left is to
Oh,
tell
nice.
the
He got it.
pixies
Great.
it's safe to return to the blessed tree.
Okay, he got it, so that's good. Sounds like he's got everything he's hunting for.